Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in the U.S. in Central Maryland. So today I am back with the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. We're on day 2 and I'm excited to get into it and see what is in door number 2. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we can get started. If you get sick, you should look away when the camera moves because it's going to be moving right now. And I will move it up, and when I move it up you should see my ceiling, my big light, and then finally my big head before we can see my crafting spot. Okay, see if I move this over a little bit. Oops, still jiggling. Okay, I think we're there. And then the last thing I want to do is, well, the first thing I guess, the next thing I need to do is to find myself on my laptop, so if anybody is joining me and has questions, I can answer. If not, we'll just get started. And if you're watching on replay, thank you so much for joining me. So this is the crafting, this is the flyer about the Advent calendar. The Advent calendar comes with a stamp set, and here is the item number. So it says Countdown to Christmas with exclusive products you won't find in any catalogs or online store. It's a great gift for your crafty friends. Here's the item number. And these calendars are available while supplies last, so you should head over to my store and purchase one for you or your crafty friend. This is the stamp set that comes with it, so this is not in any of the crafting doors. You get the calendar and then the stamp set comes with it, and I was explaining yesterday, it has all these different sentiments, and the card that we made yesterday had healing hugs. Today I'm going to be doing birthday wishes, and then it has images. They have several flowers, a butterfly, some leaves, and some little sprigs, and what looks to me like a cupcake. So I'm going to put this aside for a minute, and this is the Advent calendar itself. And let me see if I can open this without jiggling the camera. Whee! Okay, so yesterday we opened door 1 and there were dies in there. Now we are going to, not day 3, we're going to day 2. Ooh, day 2 is very large. You see it here, this window. Now we know the marketing for this has said that there would be dies, embellishment tools, paper. So we opened yesterday was dies. There were 7 little dies, some flowers, a little rainbow, some other things. So day 2, now I have not looked ahead because I want to be surprised. So I have no idea what is in this door or actually what comes in any of the calendars, because I have purposely not looked because I want the surprise. Okay. Whoa! It looks like it's paper. 6x6 paper. Let me move my calendar away. Okay, so my Advent calendar is going to the side. Here's the paper. Now it does not have any on the back. Usually Stampin' Up! Will give you a name of the design and the colors that are inside, but we don't have that, so I'm just going to have to take a guess at this, and let's see what we have here. So it looks to be 2 of each color. Now that might be Misty Moonlight, maybe Secret Sea, Basic Beige, Old Olive. This pink might be, this pink flower might be Pretty in Pink with a Daffodil Delight center. That looks to be Basic Beige. Here we got some of that blue, maybe Misty Moonlight, daisies, white daisies. Some of the pink florals. Oh, this is beautiful. I am loving these florals. Here's kind of a watercolor wash. White daisies on a beige background. And of course, we're going to turn these over because I'm sure it's a two-sided paper because that's how Stampin' Up! Usually does that. Some greenery on a green background. More of the blue. Secret Sea maybe. And this is a small floral with all those different colors. And then we have another blue florals. Oh, look at that. No, they are single-sided. Well, isn't that unique? Okay, so I'm going to have to rethink this because I had, yesterday when I did my project, I reached back to the annual catalog from last year, and then on page 132 and 133 was a color theory, and I used Petal Pink and Calypso Coral, and I had intended today to make a card using Cajun Craze and Coastal Cabana as a complementary color. But now, because we've gotten the paper, I think I'm just going to pick 2 colors. Let's see if we can use this color theory wheel to figure out what colors are in. So complementary colors are colors that are across from each other. So if we do like this dark, see, Misty Moonlight, and across from it is some yellows and oranges. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Or we could do green and pink. Maybe we should take this green and this pink and make the color that way. So I think that color is Garden Green. And we're going to go across and maybe use Pretty in Pink. So let me go get those colors and I will be right back. Meanwhile, you can look at this paper. I guess it's going to be called the 12 Days of Crafting paper. So I said Pretty in Pink and Garden Green. I will be right back. Sorry to run away. Hey, Trudy. Hello, I'm glad you could join me. All right, I gotta go get my paper. Hang tight. Pretty in Pink and Garden Green. All right, I got my Garden Green paper and my Pretty in Pink paper. And so those are the 2 cardstocks. And I think we're just going to use some Memento ink. And I did put my paper trimmer close by. Guess I kind of knew that I was going to need that. And there's my paper trimmer. So let's cut a card base. And I'm going to use the same design as I did the first day, which is this. So my card base is going to be Pretty in Pink. My base square is going to be in Garden Green, and that's going to, so let's cut this first. Oh, all my little pieces. So Pretty in Pink, we're going to cut that at 5.5. And I'm going to score that at 4.25. This is my new paper trimmer, and I really am loving it. Okay, so we have our base. And now we're going to do our square of Garden Green. I'm gonna find a piece. Oh, here we go. So this is a square I've cut for something else, but I need it to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So there. And I guess I'll turn it this way and cut on that side. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do is pick a pattern. So, and I want this to be a birthday card. So I think I'm just going to go with this pattern right on the top. That'll make it easy. Loving this paper. I think that it's going to goes really well with that stamp set because there's so many different sentiments. There's the healing hugs, the thinking of you, the missing of you, miss you. So all these various patterns in here will fit really nice with that. Okay, so now I'm going to cut my paper at 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. So make a square. Right. And then I have everything else cut because I thought I was going to do, well, let me show you what I thought I was going to do. Based on that color theory, I was going to do Coastal Cabana and a square of Cajun Craze, and I was going to stamp on this with Coastal Cabana and Cajun Craze, but we're switching gears, and then I had cut the inside. So we're going to do away with this white piece because, and this, and use our new color theory, complementary colors. So this piece will go here. We'll lay that out on the front. We'll put a birthday greeting, and then I think we're just gonna make this card real quick. I'm glad you can make it, Trudy. And I have the florals already, but I don't have those ink colors. Let's see, should I get Pretty in Pink and Garden Green? What do you think? Decisions. Yeah, let me get those out right behind me. I have my inks close at hand. Let's see if I can find Garden Green. Okay. Green. Let's see if we can find Pretty in Pink. Where would I have put that ink pad? I know I had the Petal Pink out. Oh, here it is. Got it. Pretty in Pink. The Pretty in Pink, to me, is a abysmal color. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, so let's adhere this down first. Paper. So this is really unique because Stampin' Up! Is known for having double-sided paper, front and back. So to have paper that has only one side is out of the ordinary. I like how they changed it up a little bit. Okay, so that's great. And now we can do some stamping. I'm gonna bring in this big flower. Do I want the big flower? I think I'm gonna use the smaller flower. We'll put that here, and maybe we can do some leaves or something. Okay, ink that up. Put Pretty in Pink like that. And do some green. I'm gonna use kind of the same little splatty center I used yesterday. Let's make sure it's photopolymer so you can see through if you don't have all the ink. It inked up all the way. You'll notice that. Nope, maybe I went a little overboard. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, and for my birthday greeting, set that aside, set that aside. I'm going to fold this in half. I don't have my bone folder with me, so I'm going to use this block. Okay, we can dry fit this flower. I don't know. I don't think it has an up and a down, but this flower is going up, and I'm going to keep that. And then I'll bring in my Memento black, and I'm going to do this birthday wishes from that stamp set, and I'm going to put it down here. So let's ink this up. And again, it's photopolymer, so I can look through and see if my entire stamp is inked. It's looking that way. I'm not jiggling the camera. I guess no, that's pretty stable. Okay. And then hold it. If you hold it for like 3 seconds, you get a good ink transfer. Perfect. Can you see that? I think it was a little out of camera range when I was stamping that. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's put our interior piece in. And I think that stamp set had a greeting, birthday greeting. Maybe I should have stamped more on the inside. I do like to personalize my cards when I send them. Put a personal message in there. So I don't always stamp on the inside of my cards. Just because I do like to personalize my message. And then, so do I want it flat or do I want it to dimensionalize? Well, I like to dimensionalize. Where are my dimensionals? They are. So let's dimensionalize, because that is how I roll. I think I've stated numerous times that dimensionals are my go-to craft staple. And I'll just put a little bit here on the sides. So I use every bit of my dimensionals. No waste at all. Every single piece of dimensional, the side, it doesn't matter that they are not round. They still work to lift up your piece. Okay. And we decided to put that up. So let me get my head in here and get this straight. Okay. And that is it for today. Well, this is day 2, and I did plan to do another open the day 3s. I need to get caught up because I'm a little behind. I'm not going to be able to film on Wednesday, so I thought that I could do 2 a day. So I might be back in a bit to open door number 3. So thank you so much if you're watching live. Hi, Trudy. Or if you're watching on replay, welcome. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll be notified the next time I go live and I bring you another fun project. I do intend to have all these, the 12 days of crafting advent calendar, all open by the 12th of November. So I'll be going live almost daily, not on the weekends, not this Wednesday, but we'll get caught up. If you have any questions, hit me up. And until next time, remember, stamping is fun. Bye.